Hello everyone, Frank DiMora here. I want to get right to the point of what the Lord showed us in Matthew chapter 24. I think you're going to find this interesting. Now, in Matthew chapter 24, this is where Jesus tells his apostles what to look for in the last days. And I'm going to bring down to the heart of the matter here. And I'm going to start in verse 15. It says, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, so whoever readeth, let him understand." And of course, what he's talking about here is the Antichrist, who's going to go into the temple that's going to rebuild. They're getting ready to rebuild it. They have everything in order, just getting ready for the actual order, to go ahead and rebuild this temple. But it's talking about the Antichrist. And of course, the Antichrist is going to stop the sacrifices that are allowed to the Jews again. And he will do this exactly 3.5 years into a 7-year agreement that he makes, or this covenant, as we see in the book of Daniel. This is what Jesus is referring to. Now, I want you to take a look at verse 16. "Then let them in which be in Judea flee into the mountains." So when they see this event taking place, Jesus tell them, flee from Judea, flee, go into the mountains. Now, why is this so significant? Well, let me bring you to a video that came out of Israel. Here's the headline to this video: "Giant Nationalist Convention, one state to one nation." And as it goes on, I will point out the connection between what the Lord showed us about Judea and Samaria and obviously what we're going to be seeing in this video. This is this huge convention that they're having to bring one nation.
Is to build new settlements, new communities on the mountains of Judea and Samaria.
Now let me make sure that you understood here. They are coming together, large amount of people, and what they want to do is start to settle Judea and Samaria. And so since Jesus, in reference to Matthew chapter 4, tells us to flee Judea, what does that tell us? Well, obviously the Jews will be there, and at the time that the Antichrist is there, then they would have to flee to this area. So you're probably looking at the beginning stages of the settlements in the Judea and Samaria area.
The idea is that as there is still a huge space that hasn't yet been built, it is called government land, and it's like 2 million dunam. It's if we take third of it, like 600,000 acres. That is government property, and we want to build new settlements on these mountains.
The main message should be that we had enough of this ridiculous notion of 2 states for 2 peoples. There aren't 2 peoples that have a claim on the land of Israel. The Palestinians aren't the people. It's about time that everybody went back to the original formula of the Zionist establishment, of establishing a homeland for the people of Israel, only in the land of Israel.
We saw today the groups, the Garinim that want to settle it. It's people ask me, even this morning, Geula Cohen, the former member of Knesset, asked me, "Do you really mean that there are Garinim, there are groups of people who are ready now to go in the mountains and settle them?" Because people used to say there are no more pioneers, no more pioneering. So I said yes, so she was very much excited. And when people saw today all the Garinim, all the families with the babies and with the little children getting on the stage and so happy and so ready to go and build new communities, people understood that it's real. This is our purpose, to build new communities and to fill the land with Jews.
Right-wing governments, like left-wing governments, have to deal with all kinds of situations that they see as realities, and sometimes the pressures that are exerted upon them, especially by our great friend overseas, do not necessarily coincide with the true interests of the people of Israel, the land of Israel. And
Now, he's talking about the great friend overseas. He's in reference to Barack Obama. He does not like Barack Obama. Here's another one of these people in Israel that knows that Israel is not really being friended by the United States, the leadership, Barack Hussein Obama.
And it's my belief that those members of the right-wing government who have an ideological commitment to the Jewish presence in the land of Israel welcome the pressure, in quotation marks, that a conference such as this can create.
It's a big question if the government is ready. So we can always return to history, and there is no reason why we shouldn't return to the good pages in history, to the good turning points in history. And actually we see, as the Pasuk says, when there is a problem, when there is a difficulty, when there is pressure on Am Israel, so like an olive, when you press it to get the oil. So even now we see there is pressure of the world, and this is the time where we can elicit from this pressure the good oil of the Karinim.
So there you have it. What you essentially see here, which I believe may be the beginning stages to fulfill what the Lord pointed out to us in Scripture. And I don't believe that the timing is a coincidence, because all of the signs that the Lord revealed to us in this chapter, we see no other generation fulfilling them all at the same time until this present generation, of which Israel has been born. So take it for what it is, but going to Judea, very, very significant. God bless. This is Frank DiMora with the Last Chronicles of Planet Earth, saying today would be a great day to receive Christ.